that does not want true love. Everybody wants to experience the love that somebody loves them. And that's why some people are so messed up right now. They've been messed up because when they should have been loved, when they were babies and their mama and daddy should have loved them. Some of them were abused. Some of them were knocked around. Some of them were walked away from. Some of them just got left on doorsteps. And so they've been abandoned and they've been misused and mistreated. And so they grew up and became adults that were warped in their thinking because the love they should have had as a child, they missed out on that love. And because they didn't have that love, as an adult they began to search for love. And they began to look for love in all the wrong places. Young girls, I came to tell you, don't be looking for love. And just a man, just to say that he loves you, you got to understand everybody that says they love you don't always love you. Some of them love you. They both start with an L. Not the same amount of numbers and letters and these names. But you need to understand there's a big difference in love and lust. So some of us are looking for love, but we need to understand that we will never have the love that we want, the love we deserve, until we have the love of Jesus. Because when you have the love of Jesus, you experience the love of Jesus. It fills the void that you've been longing for. Why? Because we were created in God's image. God blew into us his breath. And when sin separated us, sin caused a disconnection. Sin caused us to be separated from God. But when we come back to him, ask him to come into our heart, the void and the emptiness that's been there, because we were separated from God, he fills that void. He fills that longing. He replaces that mist, that thing that's missing in our life. He fills it up with his love. And because of the love of Jesus, I'm not ashamed anymore. I'm not looking for love in all the wrong places. Because I know true love. Jesus, you experience true love. You're not so sidetracked by false love. You're not so sidetracked by everybody that comes along. You're not so sidetracked because he looks good. You're not so sidetracked because he smells good. You're not sidetracked because he can whisper what you want to hear, what you want to hear. You're not sidetracked because you know real love. When you've been experiencing real love, you're not confused what real love is. These women that are mistreated and abused and banged all upside their head and they say, "Man, he loved me." Baby, you are confused. That ain't love. If he banging you upside the head and that's love, keep it. I don't want that kind of love. I'm good. But when you know real love, you know what it's supposed to look like.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know what it's supposed to feel like. And so as people of God, we have been demonstrated the love of God. And that's why it should not be so easy for us to be pulled aside, so easy for us to be swayed. When you really get rooted and grounded in the love of God, you're not so easily persuaded by everything that comes along, everybody that comes along, not just men, not just the women, even the men. Because some of you men are because she got that little cute figure and she looks just right, the hair is flowing and she looks pretty. I came to tell you, everybody that glitters ain't God.
My God.
You won't need more than a shape to get you through. Because when you sure enough get into a relationship, you'll find out it's more than you thought.
Much more.
We all looking for love, and we just so in love, and we just can't wait. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being married. I'm happy with being married. Amen. But you better make sure God sends you the right mate before you go jumping into marriage. Because happy as marriage is, if you jump into marriage with the wrong mate, you ain't going to have no happiness. You going to have hell. And happiness and hell is two different things. And you'll be crying and wondering, what in the world did I get myself into? And how do I get out? Because it takes you a lot longer to get out than it does to get in. Getting out comes with a whole lot of heartaches. Getting out comes with a whole lot of hurt. Getting out comes with a whole lot of pain. Even if you weren't the one that caused it, it still comes with pain. But we need to experience the manifested love of God. Not only do we need to experience the manifested love of God, but we need to pass it on. Some of us have received the love of God, but we are just comfortable with what we have received, and we don't believe we have an obligation to show anybody else that love. But once you have been given, the Bible declares that to whom much is given, much is required. Once you have received something from the Lord, you did not receive that just for your own benefit. You received that so that you can pass that on and be a blessing to somebody else. 1 John 5:11 says, beloved, if